In the aftermath of the devastating wildfires that swept through Los Angeles in January 2025, many celebrities have been affected, with some losing their homes and others barely escaping the flames. The fires have consumed large swaths of land in neighborhoods like Malibu, Pacific Palisades, and Hollywood Hills, displacing thousands and leaving many with nothing but the memories of their homes. Here's a detailed look at some of the prominent figures affected by the fires and their experiences. 1. Sandra Lee, a sanctuary lost celebrity chef. Sandra Lee was among those whose home in Malibu was threatened by the fast-moving wildfires. Known for her cooking shows and lifestyle brand, Lee took to Instagram to share her emotional journey as the flames neared her property. Lee spoke about the deep connection she had with her home, describing it as a sanctuary that had supported her through some of the darkest times of her life. "This house is more than just a home. It's been my refuge," she wrote, reflecting on the role it had played in her healing and personal growth. While the wildfires threatened to destroy this sanctuary, Lee expressed both sorrow and gratitude. She praised the efforts she had made over the years to protect the house, which was valued at several $1 million due to its prime location and luxurious features. Despite the intense emotional toll, Lee remained hopeful and focused on rebuilding. Her message conveyed the emotional weight of the situation, highlighting the importance of having a safe haven and the strength required to face such devastation. 2. Mel Gibson, a cherished family retreat. Lost actor Mel Gibson's Malibu home, purchased in 2010 for $8 million, was one of the many properties devastated by the wildfires. Gibson, who was in Austin, Texas, recording an episode of the Joe Rogan Experience podcast when the flames spread through Malibu, shared his grief in an emotional interview. The home, which served as a family retreat for Gibson, held years of memories for him and his loved ones. In his statement, Gibson called the loss devastating and emotional, explaining how the house was not just a property, but a place that held personal significance. "You live there for years, and all your belongings are tied to that place," Gibson said, conveying the deep sorrow that comes with losing a home filled with memories. Despite the grief, Gibson expressed gratitude for his family's safety. This sense of gratitude for the well-being of loved ones, even in the face of such profound loss, is a theme shared by many affected by the fires. 3. Cameron Matheson, a painful loss for his family. Actor Cameron Matheson, best known for his role on All My Children, shared a heartfelt post on Instagram following the destruction of his home in the wildfires on January 8, 2025. In his message, Matheson stated, "We are safe, but this is what's left of our beautiful home." The loss was particularly painful for Matheson and his estranged wife, Vanessa Maria Rivero, as their children, Lucas, 21, and Laya, 18, had been raised in that house. The home was not only a place where they had lived, but also a space where they had hoped to continue building their future together. The emotional toll of losing a home is compounded by the memories tied to it, especially when children have grown up in the space. Matheson's message of gratitude for his family's safety was tinged with the sorrow of losing a place that had been central to their lives for so long. His words resonated with many who had similar experiences, as they too mourned the loss of homes that were so much more than just buildings. 4. Steve Guttenberg, helping others in times of crisis. Actor Steve Guttenberg, known for his roles in Police Academy and 3 Men and a Baby, played a crucial role during the wildfires by helping emergency responders. Along with his wife, Brooke Adams, Guttenberg was forced to evacuate when the fires threatened their Los Angeles home. However, rather than just focusing on his own safety, Guttenberg actively assisted firefighters by moving abandoned cars to nearby streets, clearing pathways, and improving access for emergency vehicles. Over 30,000 residents were evacuated, and Gutenberg's involvement in helping first responders highlighted the collective effort required to address such a crisis. In a statement, he expressed deep appreciation for the bravery of the firefighters who worked tirelessly to save lives and property. His actions, even in the face of his own uncertain situation, exemplified the importance of community involvement and solidarity during times of crisis. His story is a reminder that even in the midst of personal loss, helping others can be a powerful way to contribute to recovery and healing. 5. James Woods, a close call with disaster actor James Woods, known for his role in Casino, also found himself in the path of the wildfires that swept through Malibu. Woods shared photos and videos on X, formerly Twitter, showing the flames creeping closer to his home. The images conveyed the frightening proximity of the fire, and Woods expressed gratitude for the support he received from well-wishers. He was uncertain whether his home had survived the flames, as many homes in his neighborhood had already been destroyed. Despite the uncertainty of the situation, Woods's message underscored the importance of community and support during times of crisis. While the material loss of a home is difficult, knowing that friends, family, and even strangers care can provide a sense of comfort. Woods's reflection on the power of collective support resonated with many who faced similar threats during the wildfires. 6. Eugene Levy, a frightening close call actor. Eugene Levy, best known for Schitt's Creek, was forced to evacuate his home in Temecula Canyon due to the wildfires. Levy described the scene to Los Angeles Times, recounting how the smoke was black and intense, though he did not see flames at the time. The tension of the situation was palpable, as the air itself seemed to hold a sense of danger. Levy's family was able to evacuate safely, avoiding the worst of the fires. Though they escaped unharmed, the anxiety of watching the flames rage nearby was deeply unsettling. Levy's experience is a reminder of how unpredictable wildfires can be, and how quickly a peaceful life can be upended by the spread of flames. Despite the frightening ordeal, Levy expressed gratitude for the safety of his family, which remained his priority in the face of potential disaster. 7. Mandy Moore, shielding her family from fear. Mandy Moore, singer and actress known for This Is Us, also faced the wrath of the wildfires when she and her family were forced to evacuate their newly renovated Spanish Revival home. Moore, along with her husband, Taylor Goldsmith, and their 3 young children, Gus, 3, Ozzie, 2, and Lou, 4 months, had to leave behind their home as the fire approached. Moore shared her experience on Instagram, expressing gratitude for the support of friends who offered them a place to stay during the crisis. She also spoke about the difficulty of shielding her children from the overwhelming sadness and fear that came with the uncertainty of the situation. Moore's message highlighted the emotional toll that disasters take on families, particularly when young children are involved. Despite the stress and heartbreak, Moore's focus remained on her children's safety and well-being, reinforcing the importance of family during times of crisis. 8. Emily Proctor, the heartbreak of losing a home actress. Emily Proctor, best known for her role in The West Wing, also faced the heartbreaking loss of her home to the wildfires. In an interview with CNN, Proctor shared that she learned about the destruction of her home from a stranger, describing the moment as surreal. She expressed deep gratitude for the first responders, praising their bravery and dedication in the face of danger. Proctor's reflection on the community spirit that emerged in the wake of the fires underscored the strength and resilience that can be found in times of tragedy. Despite losing her home, Proctor remained focused on the collective effort to support those affected, showing that even in the most difficult circumstances, there is room for appreciation, gratitude, and hope. 9. Paris Hilton, heartbroken over her Malibu. Home socialite and media personality. Paris Hilton was another celebrity whose Malibu home was destroyed by the wildfires. Hilton shared her heartbreak on Instagram, expressing her devastation at seeing her home burn to the ground on live television. "This house held so many memories for me," she wrote, reflecting on moments like her son Phoenix taking his first steps in the house. Hilton's message was filled with sorrow, but it also highlighted the importance of family and memories. While the loss of her home was tragic, Hilton found solace in the memories she had created there with her family. Her experience mirrored the collective grief that many people felt as they watched their homes, memories, and communities disappear in the flames. 10. Julianne Hough, A Close Call in Hollywood Hills. Actress Julianne Hough was forced to evacuate her Hollywood Hills home when a fire broke out nearby. Hough took to Instagram to alert her followers about the urgency of the situation and urged others to evacuate quickly to avoid the growing gridlock. In a follow-up video, Hough appeared with her dog, Sunny, to reassure her fans that she and her family were safe after successfully leaving the danger zone. Hough's posts not only shared her personal experience, but also served as an important reminder of the unpredictability of wildfires and the necessity of quick action. Her gratitude for the safety of her family was clear, but the emotional impact of the event was also evident in her message. Despite the uncertainty of the situation, Hough's resilience and calm demeanor provided a source of reassurance for her followers. 11. Billy Crystal, A Lifetime of Memories. Lost actor Billy Crystal and his wife Janice experienced the heartbreaking loss of their Pacific Palisades home due to the wildfires. The couple had lived in the residence since 1979, raising their children and grandchildren there. In a heartfelt statement shared on social media, Crystal expressed the deep sadness he and his wife felt after losing their home, which held so many cherished memories. "We ache for our friends and neighbors who have also lost their homes and businesses in this tragedy," Crystal wrote. His words reflected the collective grief shared by many in the area. Crystal's message emphasized the importance of community during such times of crisis, acknowledging the support and solidarity that residents had for one another. Though the physical loss was immeasurable, the shared experiences of the neighborhood bound people together, and Crystal's gratitude for the safety of his family helped provide some comfort amidst the devastation. 12. Milo Ventimiglia. Watching his home burn. Actor Milo Ventimiglia, best known for his role as Jack Pearson on This Is Us, also faced the loss of his Malibu home in the wildfires. Ventimiglia and his wife, Yara Mariano, who was pregnant at the time, along with their dog, managed to evacuate safely. However, Milo shared the emotional weight of watching his home burn through security footage. "It was heavy," Ventimiglia said, describing the experience of seeing the flames consume his home. The actor also pointed out the eerie coincidence that his character on This Is Us, Jack Pearson, died from smoke inhalation in a fire. This tragic connection added an emotional layer to the already difficult experience. However, despite the profound loss, Ventimiglia remained focused on the safety of his wife and unborn child, acknowledging that family and their well-being were the most important priorities during the crisis. 13. Ricki Lake, Losing Their Dream Home. Actress and television personality. Ricki Lake and her husband, Ross Barrett, were also devastated by the wildfires. They lost their dream home, which Lake had described as heaven on earth. The couple had planned to grow old together in the house, and it was also the place where they had gotten married in 2022. Lake posted a series of heartbreaking photos on Instagram, showing the charred remains of their property. She expressed the immense sorrow of losing the house, not only because of the memories tied to it, but also because of the plans they had for their future there. "We had so many dreams for this house, and now it's all gone," Lake wrote. Despite the sadness, Lake expressed her gratitude for the support she received from her friends, family, and community, which helped them cope with the devastating loss. 14. Jennifer Love. Hewitt, a heartfelt update actress. Jennifer Love Hewitt, along with her husband Brian Hallisey and their 3 children, had to evacuate their home when the fires came dangerously close. Jennifer shared an emotional update on Instagram, expressing her heartbreak and uncertainty. "I have no words, only prayers, and holding as much hope as I can for our home and our kids," she wrote. Although Hewitt's family managed to evacuate safely, the emotional toll of the uncertain situation was evident in her words. She emphasized how much she valued the support from their community, which helped them through the terrifying ordeal. Despite the fear and sadness, Hewitt remained focused on the safety of her children. Autumn, 11, Atticus, 9, and Aiden, 3, and expressed deep gratitude for their well-being. Her post resonated with many others who were going through similar challenges during the fires, reminding them that family and community are the strongest pillars during such a crisis. 15. Whitney Cummings. The challenges of evacuating. Comedian Whitney Cummings was also forced to evacuate her home due to the rapidly spreading wildfires. Cummings shared her experience on Instagram, noting the difficulties of evacuating too early, which could cause roadblocks for emergency responders. "Evacuating too early can block roads, making it harder for fire trucks to get through," she wrote, emphasizing the complexities of such decisions when faced with an unpredictable disaster. However, Cummings noted that the fire was moving so quickly that evacuation was necessary, and she expressed her relief that she and her family were safe. The emotional toll of the fires was evident in her post, as she shared her own fear and uncertainty while attempting to protect her family. Cummings's message served as a reminder of how quickly lives can be upended by natural disasters, and how important it is to make decisions with the safety of everyone in mind. 16. Maria Shriver. The loss of a community. Former First Lady Maria Shriver shared her grief on Instagram after the wildfires ravaged her Pacific Palisades neighborhood. In her post, she reflected on the widespread destruction, saying, "Heartbreaking, devastating beyond belief. Everything is gone. Our neighborhood, our restaurants, all our friends have lost everything." Shriver expressed her gratitude for the safety of her family, but lamented the devastation her community had suffered. Many of her friends had lost their homes and businesses, and Shriver's words highlighted the deep sense of loss that went beyond personal property. She mourned not only the physical homes that were destroyed, but also the communal bonds and shared experiences that defined her neighborhood. Despite the overwhelming loss, Shriver's message also underscored the importance of coming together in the aftermath of disaster, offering hope for rebuilding both homes and communities. 17. Mark Hamill. A narrow escape. Mark Hamill, the actor famous for playing Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, was forced to evacuate from his Malibu home as the wildfires approached. Hamill shared a post on Instagram detailing the tense moments leading up to the evacuation, saying that they had to leave at the last minute while small fires were already visible on both sides of the road. Hamill and his wife, Marley York, managed to reach their daughter's house safely, where they found refuge. Hamill's relief was palpable in his post as he expressed gratitude for escaping the fires unharmed. Despite the close call, Hamill acknowledged that many of their friends were not as fortunate, which gave the situation a deeper emotional weight. His story serves as a reminder of how quickly everything can change in the face of a natural disaster and the importance of appreciating the safety of loved ones in such moments. 18. Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt. A Family's Loss. Reality stars. Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt were also among the many residents who lost their homes in the Malibu wildfires. The couple's home was destroyed, and Spencer's sister, Stephanie Pratt, shared the news on Instagram, expressing her heartbreak for her brother, Heidi, and their children. Despite efforts by Spencer's father to save the property, the fire proved too powerful, and the house was completely engulfed in flames. In her post, Stephanie emphasized the emotional toll the loss had on her family, as the house was more than just a physical structure. It represented years of memories and milestones. The Pratts' story highlights the deep emotional connection people have with their homes, and the grief that comes with losing a place that had been central to family life. 19. Landon and Alabama Barker. A close call. Travis Barker's children, Landon, 21, and Alabama, 19, were also affected by the wildfires. Forced to evacuate their Pacific Palisades home, the siblings shared their experience on Instagram, with Landon posting a selfie and writing, "Just evacuated, praying for everyone the fires have affected." Alabama also posted about the dangers of the fires, describing how quickly the flames spread. Although the Barker children were safe, their home and belongings were destroyed by the fire. Their posts served as a poignant reminder of the unpredictable nature of wildfires and the importance of evacuating as soon as possible. For Landon and Alabama, the loss was not just about the property, but about the memories and possessions tied to their home. 20. Jamie Lee Curtis, a call for support actress. Jamie Lee Curtis was also affected by the wildfires as they spread through her area in Malibu. Curtis shared her concern on Instagram, writing, "My community and possibly my home is on fire." Though Curtis's family was safe, many of her friends had lost their homes, and the devastation was overwhelming. In the aftermath, Curtis took action by announcing that she would be donating $1 million to help those affected by the fires. Her generosity reflected her deep sense of responsibility toward her community and the need to support those who were struggling in the wake of such a disaster. Curtis's decision to give back was a reminder of the power of using one's resources to make a positive impact in times of crisis. 21st. Josh Gad, shock and sorrow actor. Josh Gad, known for his role in Frozen and Beauty and the Beast, shared his shock and disbelief over the devastation caused by the 2025 wildfires. Having lived in Los Angeles for over 20 years, Gad described the fires as unlike anything he had ever witnessed. "I've lived here for 2 decades, and I've never seen anything like this," Gad wrote on social media, expressing his amazement at the scale of the disaster. Despite the destruction around him, Gad took a moment to praise the efforts of the firefighters and emergency responders who worked tirelessly to control the flames and save as many homes as possible. His deep sorrow for the many residents who lost their homes was evident in his post, as he acknowledged the heartbreak and devastation felt by so many in the Los Angeles area. Gad's message served as both a tribute to those who lost their homes and a call for solidarity in the face of tragedy. 22. Rob McElhenney. Gratitude amidst the loss. Actor Rob McElhenney, best known for his role in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, was fortunate to evacuate his home before the fires reached it. He and his wife, Caitlin Olsen, shared their relief on social media, thanking their friends, family, and neighbors for their support during the evacuation process. While McElhenney and Olson were spared the heartbreak of losing their home, the devastation in their community was impossible to ignore. "We're incredibly grateful for the safety of our family, and we're thinking of everyone who's lost their homes," McElhenney wrote, emphasizing his gratitude for his family's well-being. McElhenney's focus on the safety of his loved ones, even amid the destruction of neighborhoods around him, highlighted the emotional complexity that many faced during the fires. The couple also expressed admiration for the bravery of the first responders, recognizing their critical role in protecting lives and properties during the disaster. 23rd. Diane Warren. A beloved beach house gone. Diane Warren, the legendary songwriter responsible for hits like "I Don't Want to Miss a Thing," shared her heartbreak after her beach house of 30 years was destroyed by the wildfires. Known for its serene location and breathtaking views, the beach house had been a cherished part of Warren's life. In a poignant post, she shared a photo of a rock on the beach that she had taken as a symbol of hope before the fire. "There's a rainbow shining on it, which I'm taking as a sign of hope for all the creatures affected by this tragedy," Warren wrote, offering a glimpse of her ability to find solace amidst the loss. Warren expressed both sorrow for the destruction of her home and gratitude for the safety of the animals at her rescue ranch, which was unaffected by the fires. Despite the overwhelming sadness of losing her beloved property, Warren remained focused on the well-being of the animals in her care, demonstrating her resilience and determination to remain hopeful during a difficult time. 24. Jennifer Grey. Cherishing loved ones. Actress Jennifer Grey, known for her iconic role in Dirty Dancing, also faced the loss of her home to the wildfires. Her daughter, Stella Gregg, shared the news on Instagram, explaining that their house had been completely destroyed. Despite the profound loss, the family found comfort in knowing that Jennifer and their pet dog Winnie were safe. Stella's post offered a powerful reminder of what truly matters during such a crisis. "Hug your loved ones tight," Stella wrote, urging others to cherish the time spent with their families, especially during times of crisis. The message resonated deeply with many who were affected by the fires, underscoring the importance of family and community in the face of adversity. For Jennifer Grey and her family, the loss of their home was painful, but the safety of loved ones remained the top priority, providing them with strength to face the challenges ahead.